Honor, I am a manager at an urban clothing store, and I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support. Toward my ex-wife here, she is a dental assistant, and also she does Herbalife distribution, and she's making a little over 200 grand a year. And I just need a little help because she's not doing child support at all, and it's a struggle for me right now. I'm a retired U.S. veteran. And it's just a struggle with my two boys.
If he stayed at the casinos, he probably would have more money than he does.
That's not true, Your Honor. I'm always home with my boys when I'm not working.
Okay,
Welcome, everyone. Today's case is a real head-turner. An ex-husband earning $35K claims he's paying child support, while the ex-wife, who makes close to $150 or even $200K, contributes nothing. She also accuses him of blowing money at casinos. Let's see what the public thinks.
I don't know why America makes any parent pay child support when it's 50-50. We need a revamp on system for the kids' sake.
This viewer questions why child support exists at all in a 50-50 scenario. They believe if both parents split custody equally, forcing one side to pay, especially the lower earner, can feel unfair. From a men's perspective, it often adds insult to injury when you already do the day-to-day parenting.
who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys.
He's paying child support. It looks like you guys split custody. So it says Sunday through 1 week with one parent, and then Sunday.
Well, here's the thing, Your Honor. She's always on vacation. She's always gone. So I've had my boys for the little over 7 weeks straight. She has not seen her kids in 7 weeks.
Sir, when I address her, you stop talking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you see this man right here? He will make sure that you are escorted out of this courtroom. We do not need any more loud outbursts. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. Now you may continue, sir.
She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. Wait a minute. You guys are supposed to be alternating weeks, because if the children are with him 7 weeks straight, that means his expenses are increasing.
When I've been out, it's because I've been doing training.
Okay, that's great.
So
No one is disputing whether or not you're doing training, but according to the documents that you provided, you make about $125,000 at your main job, and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife on the side. So that amounts to about $150,000 a year. This man only makes $35,000, and you think he should still be paying child support, and he has the children more than you? You guys have a split custody arrangement. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do.
Not in all cases does somebody have to pay child support, because it's up to me to decide if someone pays child support or someone doesn't pay child support. But with the earning differences, $35,000 a year, $150,000 a year, sir, what type of things are you able to afford to do with your boys? And taking into account your bills and everything like that.
After bills and everything is taken care of, after my boys are fed, luckily give them some clothes that they need to go outside and play at the park. Maybe Six Flags every now and again.
Okay, ma'am, what are some of the things that you're able to do with the boys?
As much as I can when he allows them to come over.
You know what? See, you're playing games. Let me ask you the question. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas.
Paris?
They've been on Disney cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere special and fancy and whoa.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if you were making $150,000.
And she just lucked up
right?
on the job, Your Honor. So just to be
And this
quite
is
honest.
considering he's living in my $350,000 house that he doesn't pay any type of mortgage at all whatsoever.
You have a $350,000. Ma'am.
He lives in the $350,000.
He lives in it, but you
house,
own
Your
it, right?
Honor.
You own it. You
And
have
he
all
doesn't
of
pay
this
any
money.
bills.
You have all of it. But the kids have been with him for 7 weeks, ma'am.
Because
at a
I
time.
was doing training so I can continue to send them to the private schools that they attend,
Well,
and
On a
have the best
scholarship.
and the finest
On a
things.
scholarship.
That's great. But you know what? That's why you come to court, so I can resolve these issues, right?
The judge highlights the stark earning gap, $35 versus $150K. Meanwhile, the ex-husband's caring for the children 7 weeks straight because she's away. If you're footing daily costs, that's real money out of your pocket, especially when your income is modest. Let's hear another take.
So he lives in her house, she's paying the mortgage, pays for private school, and he was the cause for the split? She takes the boys on holiday. I think she shouldn't have to pay him anything.
This commenter believes the ex-wife is already doing enough. She's covering the house where he lives, paying private school tuition, and even paying for fancy vacations. So from their perspective, child support from her is excessive. But do these perks replace the day-to-day groceries, clothing, or utility bills when the kids stay with dad for extended periods? That's where nuance matters.
Let me tell you what we're about to do. And
I do take care of my sister's 3 children as well.
When did this start?
Wait.
6 months ago.
Wait.
6 months ago.
Whose children are these?
Our sons belong to him and I, but I have 3 of my sister's children that I take care of.
I'm just
Well, let me let you know how this goes, okay? Anybody else's kids are not a part of this case. Understood? What we're going to do is offset the child support based on the amount of money that you make. You understand that? Ma'am, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Because you're giving me this look like you're confused on what's going on here. Okay, so based on this, I did an offset of what you would make and what your child support obligation should be a month. So your child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month. That is to be paid each month on the first of each month to your children. That at dad's house, they're not able to do as much as they are to do with you. And it's not to punish you for having a great job. That's awesome. However, when you think about what's in the best interest of these children, they can't go to Disneyland and do all of that with dad. Did you ever stop to make it, ask your kids how they feel about that? It's not fair they get to do everything with you and not with dad. And he only makes $35,000 a year.
Your Honor, I understand, but when I was out getting education, he decided to run around and chase everything that had legs.
Okay, well, you know what? You know what? You guys need to be in a different court for that. That has nothing to do with me. Anything else pertaining to these children and the money's here? Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from you?
No,
okay,
Your Honor.
thank you. You all may be excused. Let me tell you what we're about to do.
There's the final verdict. The ex-wife must pay $1,456 a month to level the playing field, given her significantly higher income. She calls out his alleged past infidelities, but the judge dismisses it as irrelevant. This is about child support, not ex-spousal drama. Let's hear some more viewer opinions.
That's fine. Kick him out of the house and rent it to someone who'll pay you for it. Use that to pay the child support so he can go get a better job. Just because he makes less doesn't mean he should be skipping out on caring for his children.
These two comments come from opposite angles. One suggests the ex-wife should evict him and recoup mortgage costs by renting. Then she can funnel that money into child support. The other side says he needs to up his game and earn more instead of expecting her to shoulder the financial weight. Men reading this often face a similar pressure. If you don't earn enough, you're freeloading. If you do earn enough, the system might still ask for more, depending on custody splits. That's why clarity is crucial in any co-parenting arrangement, so neither side feels cheated.
If she's paying for the home, private schools, trips, and probably medical, and she's still got to pay child support, this decision was wrong.
This commenter wholeheartedly disagrees with the ruling. From their vantage point, she's already handling big-ticket expenses that overshadow Dad's daily costs, so an extra $1,456 is overkill. That begs the question, do private schools, vacations, or mortgage costs truly equate to or replace daily living expenses? The law typically sees them as separate categories. Ultimately, the court tries to ensure the children have consistent resources no matter which parent they're with. For men, this case shows how child support can swing either way. It's not always the father who must pay. A mom with a far higher income might end up owing. Some key lessons. 1. Document custody time. If you have the kids more often, the court looks at that. 2. Income discrepancy matters. The bigger the income gap, the more chance the higher earner pays. 3. Joint assets versus daily costs. Owning the family house or funding fancy vacations doesn't necessarily free you from monthly child support if the other parent shoulders daily needs. If you see yourself in this scenario, remember to keep thorough financial records and focus on what benefits the kids. And if your ex-partner tries to slam you about your past or your job, stick to the facts of who has the children and who's paying for what. At the end of the day, the judge's goal is ensuring a fair environment for the children, one where living at Dad's house isn't a downgrade from Mom's. If you found these insights helpful, give this video a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share it with someone who needs to understand the complexities of modern child support. Don't forget to subscribe for more men's relationship advice, co-parenting tips, and real-life court scenarios. Thanks for watching. Keep your head up, stay informed, and never hesitate to fight for a fair solution when it comes to your kids.